We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Jets 7, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard completes it to Aguilar. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Howard now from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one goes for 8 yards.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there. It leaves them in a good spot here. 2nd down and inches upcoming. Back to throw. Howard. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. In motion goes the tight end. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. Howard. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Howard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 222, 222. Right.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And now off to the races down the right side. Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 75 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this time will be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Here's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now it's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Johnson arms poke free. Football is held. And he gets it down to the 32.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Howard. Got his man. It's caught for a Steeler. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That ties the game.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Now Fields going to move him around. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here we go, son.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Play action. It's Fields. He finds Wilson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Steelers 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 9.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 321, 321. Hey, 10.
On play action, Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here we go.
Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, Scott. 319, just go.
Back to throw. Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Right.
To throw is Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
To throw is Howard. To throw from his end zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
In motion, the tight end. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Looking to throw. Howard dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Howard. Off play action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Easy.
Here's Fields. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go, shot. Move the kick. Go. Set.
Fields now to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Move the kick. Hey, go.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Howard. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Back to throw. Howard. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because Those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Howard throwing after the interception. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 41, Fields. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Running left, it's Hall. 20, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Steelers 14. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the give, it's Warren. He can't get him down. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Howard. This one into the hands of Metcalf. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. 38 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
22. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Here we go. Hey, 10. 331. Hey, never mind. Monday. Alpha. Right.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go. We're good.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Harmon. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Off play action. Howard. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ahmad Gardner finishing off the corner blitz. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. He finds Aguilar over the middle.
Howard's pass complete to Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Back to throw again. Got his man, it's Warren. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They'll look to throw again. Well, he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jonnu Smith, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Complete. Smith has it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, shot. Go.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 34-yard line.
A handoff for Warren.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? You go with the bigger guy to try and use size. You go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
At the 20-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Here's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, two-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Rodgers to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
The score, Jets 38. Steelers 36.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here comes 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.